On today's show, the Dallas Mavericks probably have to make some decisions after a game like this. Check yourself as they just wrecked themselves. Today's Locked On Mavs.
This is Cooper Flagg, and you're listening to Locked On Mavs.
I think that's a good question. Good morning, Isaac.
You are Locked On Mavs.
Great,
Your daily Dallas Mavericks podcast.
No one's dying.
Part of the Locked On Podcast Network.
Still can't leave you.
Your team every day.
I'm going to get a city like back.
And welcome. You are locked on to the Dallas Mavericks, your team every day. My name is Nick Angstadt, media member covering the Mavs for 10 years. Thanks for reading every day or making Locked On Mavs your first listen every single day and making the Locked On Podcast Network the #1 sports podcast network out there. Joining me, as always, my co-host, media member covering the Mavs for 10 years, right alongside me, here in person. The in-person people, the one more thinking, what you got for me, Isaac Harris?
The last time we did a pod in person
Oh, no.
after a game, I got us in trouble. So I skipped media sessions, post games tonight to hang out with you.
You didn't want to hear what Jason Kidd had to say about this loss?
No. I don't think anybody wants to talk about this. Talk about this game as a player right now. But here we are. At least here, positive right off the top. Anthony Davis had a really cool sweater on tonight.
Was it a Packers sweater?
No, it was.
Oh, okay, so then we can like it.
It was a Nike really cool sweater, and that's just my biggest takeaway. The kids lined up to get shots post game got more shots up than AD tonight. So
Today's episode, we are going to talk about the Mavs game against the Grizzlies. The Mavs lose this one. Cooper Flagg, a couple of clutch shots, but got slow start again. Second night of a back-to-back. I want to talk about that. We'll talk about Brandon Williams. Maybe he got some stuff going. Well, let's start here, Isaac Harris.
where do you want to start?
I think the Mavs need to look themselves in the mirror after a game like this.
Oh, really? This one?
Every single time you lose a game like this, you go, all right, what are we? What are we trying to do? What is the future for this? What is the present for this? And I think the first question that has to happen is, all right, what are we doing with Klay Thompson? Because Klay Thompson started to play well the last couple of games here, but you can tell, I just don't think Klay Thompson's having a good time right now playing basketball.
I mean, he at least made this entertaining.
He made it entertaining. He had 22 points, led the team, hit 6 of his 12 threes, including a 29-foot heave bomb that he took with the final play, just like picked it up off the ground with 16 seconds left on the shot clock and heaved it. He was going
He knows the agenda, all right?
He
knows the agenda.
He may get what's going on, but he was John at Vince Williams. He was John at John Moran after the game. It just doesn't feel like Klay is having a lot of fun right now playing basketball. And honestly, I think that may be one of the first moves the Mavs make if they're like, all right, what are we doing now? Are we winning now?
I'm going to swerve on you.
Go for it.
Not that they probably won't trade him, because I do think they'll trade him at some point. But I think it's more of like, hey, I'm not going to just sit over here and be miserable in this game. I'm at least going to, fight. I love that he took up for Cooper.
For sure.
Which, I mean, that play was just – I was surprised that wasn't a flagrant 2, to be honest.
The one with Aldama on the ground?
Yeah, and, if you haven't seen it yet, Cooper comes up behind him, Aldama's on the ground, and he reaches back and, he legitimately grabs Cooper's leg.
What the difference between 1 and 2 is it's not a basketball play, and it's like unnecessary conduct. It's not a basketball play and unnecessary. Isn't that like the difference between 1 and 2?
This is unnecessary.
That felt unnecessary to me. Yeah, exactly.
I was like, don't you be taking up for the trip.
Listen, I kind of see what Santi Aldama was. No.
But then, Cooper takes exception to it. Kid comes out and gets Cooper. Aldama is kind of walking back, and Klay just goes straight towards him, and they have to separate him. I was surprised you didn't get a tech then.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's go, the vet, taking off for the rook. And I love that from Klay. And then, obviously, he's exchanging words with Vince Williams, and post-game, John, his Nike, tech suit there was just John with it. It's can you John?
I need a clothing breakdown from every single out player. What was Kyrie wearing tonight?
He had this hat and this play.
Dude,
when you're watching, no,
this
was such a bad game to watch. I don't want to tell you some of the tabs I had open up there on my computer.
Nike store, Nike cart.
Black Friday sales have already started on Nike, by the way. Why is Joaquin texting us right now? Anyway, I saw it from Klay of he at least cared. I think when you get at this point with the direction of a team, even though it's early in the season, there can be games to where players just don't care. Last time they played the Grizzlies at Memphis was the night that slightly not went on the ball and was like, you got to fire Nico right now.
I left for one day.
Because they just they just didn't care in that game. At least they cared. Klay cared. He's going to talk his smack. I actually loved it. I'm like, sure, go down fighting. I still think he gets traded, though.
I mean, he did go down fighting, but it's kind of like he went out fighting out of frustration, I think.
My guy was chucking the shots in the second quarter. He hit a few shots and was just launching them.
I love the Klay heat checks.
No, they're great. I mean, what else are we going to watch? Caleb Martin line drives? My God.
This crowd kind of loves nothing more than a Klay Thompson 3. Like, a Klay Thompson 3 really gets them going.
Yes, I feel like you're trying to make a joke right now. I don't know.
I wasn't. I was saying that
I was like, I'm not picking up on it.
That was honest. There's not much to take from this crowd through the first 17 games now we've played, but they do love a Klay 3. I just think it's time for them to find somewhere for Klay to go. Right?
I feel like you're talking like old Yeller. I just think it's
he
time
doesn't
to
have much time
take
left.
him back. Take him out on the farm, just
take him out on the farm, send him to the Lakers.
I do think he gets traded at some point. I don't know what the first move will be. We both were joking with Matt Riccardi before the game. My first thing to Matt Riccardi was, your job changed over the past week. How's life been? As I laughed, but yes, I expect him to get traded.
Yeah. It just seemed like a frustrating game for everybody involved. The offense was disgusting. I mean, if we want to go through the reasons why the Mavs lost, I mean, that is it. It's just how gross his offense was. No Jaren Jackson Jr., no Ja Morant, no Scottie Pippen, no Ty Jerome for the Grizzlies, no Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies. They're just missing so many guys. And the Mavs, obviously, without Kyrie, AD, without Lively in this one. D'Angelo Russell was out sick again in this one.
Dante Exum
out for the season. Did you think that was as big of a deal as I did?
No.
You don't think it's a big deal at all?
I mean, what's the alternative?
I thought that it's just
Robinson Earl's on this team getting minutes right now.
Or Dennis.
Or somebody. It would be fun, I guess, for Dennis. I hate it for him.
Or somebody that was playing.
Yes, I think this would be much bigger of a deal, I thought, if they were good.
Yeah,
and
true.
They weren't going to be losing games this year. But, I mean, we saw Omax tonight, saw him before the game. He's just such a fun dude, and
he got blocked by the rim tonight.
I wasn't convinced. I mean, yeah. I will say this. I thought he defended Cooper well at times.
Sure.
But yes, Klay hit that buzzer beater shot in his face and he fell down. I was like, oh man. All right. Tough times for Omax.
Tough times. No, but the Mavs missing pieces for sure. It just the pieces they've been missing, the offense they've been running. This team, I don't think there's a way to dig out of this whole thing, and I think it's time to start making moves. That's my.
I mean, okay, you don't want to sit there and say, hey, they're purposely losing, because they're going to tank. Some of y'all listening are so upset when it's like, oh my gosh, it's so early in the season. Guys, just look at some of these rotations tonight. I went back at one point and I checked with Max Christie, because I think Max is one of the better players for the Mavs this season. And it's I'm going to be honest. If I was trying to win games, Max would be playing a ton of minutes in a game. So Max checks out at he plays the first half of the third quarter. Yeah. And then he comes in with we don't see him again until 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And I'm like,
he played 2 minutes, 38 seconds in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and he played the first half of the third quarter. I don't think he was hurt or anything, but I think he's one of the better players on the team. Caleb Martin's out there just getting cardio in, and yeah, so it's stuff like that. There's some weird stuff with Cooper stuff, minutes. If you really want to start breaking down some of the rotations, I'm are we trying to?
The kid was conservative. They are on the second night of a back-to-back. They've played a bunch of games. You don't care about that?
I mean,
it's not really
for Max Christie at the age of 22 and Cooper Flagg at 18. I mean, I know Cooper's a little banged up and
conserve those legs.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah.
But it does seem like that's what they're doing is conserving them in some way. And I just bring all this up because their schedule coming up is brutal. Have you looked at the schedule?
It's kind of tough.
On Monday they're at Miami. Friday at the Lakers. Saturday Second night of a back-to-back where they stay in L.A. At the Clippers. James Harden just put up 55 tonight, by the way. Nugget.
What about that stretch, though, from the 24th to the 28th? You get, 4 days off there?
3 full days off for the Mavs. With Thanksgiving in there. Shout out.
3 full days? That's 4, right? Tuesday,
25,
Wednesday?
26, 27.
Oh, sorry.
Then at Denver on Monday, home for Miami, then at OKC, home for Houston, home for Detroit, at the Sixers. That is the Mavs' next stretch of games coming up. And they're struggling to beat the Wizards, the Pelicans, and they didn't beat the Grizzlies in this one without their stars. It's bleak for this team in the present right now.
It is. Are you taking an ad break right now, or do I need to keep going?
Coming up.
Yep.
Cooper Flagg started off slow again. What's the key to getting him going early? We'll talk about that and other things we saw today. Locked On Mavs continues.
Oh, let's go. Live ads.
Today's episode of Locked On Mavs brought to you by Quo. It's the number one business phone system built for 2025, not 1995. It's simple, modern, and designed to help you communicate faster, look more professional, and stay connected wherever you're working, even if things aren't working for you right now, like my headphones. Let's talk about Quo. It's Quo. It's the smartest way to run your business communications.
Nice spelling.
You can do all kinds of stuff, only 3 letters. They have this built-in AI. It's a game changer. It logs your calls, summaries, routes leads, does all kinds of stuff for you, and you can even have it answer calls for you afterwards if you need to do it after hours, if you can't answer those. So you can set up that, or you can do a shared inbox so real people on your own team can answer calls for you because you
It's like a joint Facebook account.
You can't answer every single one of them. Over 90,000 businesses are already using Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/lockedonnba. That's QUO.com/lockedonnba. And yes, you can even keep your existing number. No missed calls, no missed customers with Quo. Also brought to you by DoorDash. DoorDash heating up. I just said that James Harden had 55 tonight against the Hornets. That means that you can take advantage of the bag drop. Right now, it's the official DoorDash is the official on-demand delivery platform of the NBA, and they're celebrating something called the bag drop every time an NBA player scores 50 in a game. So this is applicable to you on this Sunday. DoorDash drops 50% off your order with Dash Pass the next day. You're automatically entered for a chance to win the ultimate fan bag. Isaac, what are the things that are in the fan bag?
Oh, so much drip. I used DoorDash this morning.
There you go. You can get 50% off your order tomorrow and get a shot at the ultimate fan bag. So next time someone goes for 50, this is today. This is applicable to you right now. Promo code NBA50, the letters NBA, the numbers 50. The next day to get 50% off your DoorDash order with Dash Pass. Plus, your shot at the bag drop. Dash Pass members only 50% off, up to $10 the next day after a 50-point game with promo code. Terms applied. No purchase necessary. Ends April 13th. Open to U.S. residents 21 or older. Are you 21 or older?
Yes, I am.
Visit DoorDash in your bag, not a kid. DoorDashinyourbag.com for full details. DoorDash in your bag all season long. Thanks for hanging out with us on Locked On Mavs, being part of the show, part of the Raccoon Squad. That's what we call our listeners, listening every day. We appreciate each and every one of you for checking out the show. Check the QR code, links in the description for the text line, different ways to follow us and support the show. The text line is the best way to do that. You get a couple weeks free on that, and then you pay for it, and it helps support us going forward. We're doing all kinds of bonus episodes, so go check out some of ours. You just did one on LaMelo or John Morant getting traded to the Mavericks. Maybe not with Klay Thompson still here, the way that they were going back and forth. But it just ended.
Nice fade out.
I didn't
sound like one of mine.
That happened to me yesterday too. So go check out the bonus episodes again wherever you're listening, watching this. All right, we're talking about the Mavs loss to the Grizzlies. Cooper Flagg, kind of another slow start again, but finished the game. You know, he finished the game with a decent stat line. You look at it and you're like, all right, well, what? 12 points, 7 boards, and he had more than that. Is this wrong?
Which box score do you have up?
I have 8 box scores up. Yeah, 12.7 boards, an assist, a steal, a block.
How many box scores you need? My God.
I got 2 screens. I got 2 screens. I got everything going on. You get to see the setup that I'm trying to deal with while I do this show here in the arena. But a slow start. 5 points in the clutch again. Hit a nice 3. Had a nice putback. So he got 5 of the Mavs' 11 clutch points that they actually hit. What's going on with Cooper Flagg starting slow again? Are you just going to blame the second night of a back-to-back? Because he struggled in the first time the Mavs had the second night of a back-to-back too.
I think he's learning really quick about just the rigor of the NBA season.
Good word.
It's something he mentioned before the season about how quick and how many games there are in the season. Yeah. He talked about in the preseason about how he would have like months and stuff with his teammates, and then bam, he gets 2 weeks of like camp and preseason, and he's like Now he's in the NBA.
You're in it.
And I mean, you see him throughout the game. I mean, this is part of when you see rookies. You see clips of when these stars rookies first come in the league. You see like Giannis and LeBron, and they're like super skinny. And I'm curious to see what he looks like years down the road compared to when we look back in rookie season. Because even tonight, there were just different times. We know the shoulder thing he had a few weeks ago. But even tonight, he gets hit in the side and the ribs when he goes up for a shot against Edey. There was another time he falls down. He gets up. He's kind of he's a little skinny.
Yeah.
Which we're not complaining about.
Now the Mavs players are too skinny.
Toscan, he needs to eat. Put Sweet Tea back on the plane.
Cooper's mom is like, I've been saying more protein.
I just think that, I mean, yeah, that stuff, I'm not saying that contribute. I don't know. It's just, there's just different times in the game where I'm like, I bet this game every other night or everyday thing is kind of affecting him some. But I still think they're just trying to figure some stuff out. I mean, he has played better with a point guard on the floor.
True.
Who would have thought that one? But I love him. I love watching him play. I've been trying to plan out an extended thing on him, just watching different things he processes. Because you start breaking down a player of just, I mean, his defense stuff, offense stuff, on-ball stuff. But there's also the intangible stuff and what he processes at this age.
Yeah.
It's beyond the stats are one thing that you can be super impressed by, but some of the stuff he processes in the game, locations he goes to on the floor, it's dude, you're 18. I don't know what I was processing at 18, but it wasn't this.
No, not basketball at this level for sure. He seems to make the right decisions already. He's not a rookie. I talked about this yesterday in the post game where it was he is not the rookie that is causing them to lose, right? The rookie mistakes are not the ones that are causing the Mavericks to lose these games. It's all right, you can't blame the rookie for the Mavs losing some of these games because he is contributing to winning. I think he's contributing to the Mavs' success in the way, and he's at least not getting in the way of it. And not you saw Dereck Queen yesterday, and you go, man, he was awesome.
He's fun. He's
so
fun,
good.
Fun
And then
player.
in the last 5 minutes, you go, ooh, little tough. Got scored on a bunch, had some turnovers. Okay, there you saw some of those rookie mistakes there.
Dereck Queen is a great tanking team player.
Oh, it would be fun to watch.
But no, I'm not trying to take anything away from him. He's going to be a fun player for a long
He's a
time.
fun player now.
But for Cooper though, I think I continuously watch him and I'm like, man, I would just love to see you out on the floor being the third or fourth option.
I know.
At least right now in his first part of his career. But
we hyped up this. One of the things I keep thinking back to is all the times in the off season we said this is the perfect situation for Cooper Flagg, and all those pillars that we said was the perfect situation for him have crumbled.
Yeah.
Right. He's no longer the third best player on the floor at any given time. The Mavs don't have an offense that's cohesive. Anthony Davis is not playing. The bigs haven't played a lot. There's just so many different things. The point guards. Jason Kidd decided not to play with the point guard. They decided to play him at point guard. And they ran more point guard stuff tonight with him than they did at the beginning of the season when they listed him at point guard. But just
for everyone who's clamoring for him to, oh, man, it would just been a better situation if he was just on the Wizards or one of those other teams his rookie season. Well, you're kind of getting it. No, in a way of he's not playing with the stars. He's not playing with those guys that we thought he was stepping in that situation. So it kind of is one of those other teams if he got drafted, those guys.
Yeah.
Whereas more offense being ran through him. He's getting more shots. He's getting more time on the ball and stuff. So I'm still super impressed with him. There's not much he could do right now for me to be oh, I'm worried.
And he missed a bunch of shots. He was 4 of 15 in this game, and I didn't think his shots were terrible shots. Some contested.
Yeah. Some contested stuff. He doesn't settle. Another thing for him in his rookie season is he doesn't settle for the outside shot and those threes. Yeah. And I feel you see that a lot with rookies especially. It's he knows he's going to use his size. He already is kind of developing that, oh, I'm big and I'm going to be bigger than most of my matchups. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to get into the paint and try to get that turnaround shot or that little fadeaway. And he's already got that in his bag. So it's when he starts settling for the outside shots, that's when it's I think you talked about yesterday when Jason Kidd. Yeah. It's hey, dude, don't settle for those. Get into the paint.
And I thought he should have done the same thing in this game. And he did. You just did see him do that in this game because Zach Edey got in foul trouble. He had 5 fouls by the end of this game.
Stayed in the game, though.
By the end of this game.
Played well.
But they didn't play him for like most of the fourth quarter. He subbed out with like 9 minutes left. And then I think he subbed back in, I don't know, like a minute or so, a couple of minutes left. I mean, he was out for most of the fourth quarter. They were playing small.
You taking Zach Edey sub in, sub out notes?
Listen, this is a professional operation.
The crap?
This is a professional. I did.
Get a snack during the game. Or
He checked back in with, here you go, look. He checked back in with 4:28 left.
It's like, I'm taking like basketball notes. I'm like, man, I like this action here. I like this. And Nick's over here like, Zach Edey subbed out at the.
I just things I want to remember.
Hope you lay your head on your pillow tonight thinking about Zach Edey's minute rotations. God, this game is so bad. I was just sitting there watching. I'm like, this feels like a game in which all of those names are not playing. It just felt like a game.
Yeah, you're like, okay, this is a good game to remind yourself that Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, D'Angelo Russell, Dereck Lively are not playing in this game.
John Morant.
John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jerome. Yes. Like, it's just like, it was I tweeted out at one point, neither team had hit 40 points until like the 2.5 minute mark.
I have a note on that.
In the second quarter. No, you don't write that down, but you write down sub patterns. And it's like, oh my God, this offense.
Mavs hit 40 points with 2:44 left.
Let's go. What did the Mavs finish field goal percentage? It had to be under 40. I mean, it had to.
38.5%.
30.
It's up on the
You're
board.
turning around doing the anthem right now.
Bad. It was bad. It was 38.5. It's on the board.
Probably see it up here too, right?
Oh, yeah, right there? No.
See, that's the reason they lost this game right there. They lost the rebounding battle by 20.
Oh, rebounds matter again. We did say that rebounds were going to matter for this team.
And you know what? They were losing at halftime, and they had a plus 11 rebounding difference. I almost tweeted that out, but I couldn't do it.
Wait, so that means the second half?
They got obliterated on the boards.
Second half, 10 to 21.
No, they were winning after the first half. That's what it was. And they were down by 11 rebounds.
Oh, yeah. It was 31 to 20 rebounds.
Yeah. They're still winning. It's tough.
Tough
times. Right now. Cedric Coward, like him a lot.
He didn't have a great game, though.
I still like him. I like it.
I
think he's really smooth with the ball. They were actually running a few things through him there in the fourth, and I was like, all
They've
right.
been running stuff through him. He took so many threes against the Kings the other night.
Cam Spencer.
It's like watching me out there.
It's like, all right. Can we get
Cam Spencer did have 2 clutch buckets, though. He hit a 3, and he had another runner in the clutch. But, yeah, he had 17 points.
It's like, man, maybe that surgery in Mexico helped.
I will say that an agent may have asked me who Cam Spencer was while we were watching this game.
You're like, have you seen Friday Night Lights? Jason Street.
Jason Street would have played way better than
Pre-injury or post-injury?
I mean, I don't – like, there's just this game that disgusting.
I literally watched every minute of this game, and I was like, it's kind of gross.
Okay, should we talk more about the Santi Aldama moment?
What do you want? I mean, that was just a cheap – okay, here it was a cheap play.
I got notes on that, too.
I hope you got notes on that. That's something you take notes on.
2:57 left in the third quarter, and Santi Aldama ends up on the ground after a Grizzlies missed bucket, and Cooper Flagg was behind him, and he starts walking down the court the other way, and Santi Aldama grabs his leg like we were talking about with his hand, trips him. Cooper Flagg takes umbrage with it, and James Williams, actually Gucci Mane ref, had to hold back Cooper Flagg, and then Jason Kidd came out, and he had to hold back Cooper Flagg from Santi Aldama because he was saying stuff back to him. And then the crowd went insane. That was the loudest I've heard this crowd in a while when they actually showed the replay on the Jumbotron. And then it got reviewed as a flagrant 1, which we think should have been a flagrant 2 because what's more excessive than tripping somebody while you're on the ground?
Yeah, I thought it was just I think it's a cheap play. I think he probably just did it out of like, hey, I'm gonna stop the guy in like a natural motion type of thing.
Or like he was trying to get himself up, like he was trying to like.
But still, it's like
use it to boost.
I mean, it's just you can't do that, and I don't fault Coop and everybody for
being
making
mad.
a big deal out of it. Gafford continues to amaze me with falling down.
He falls down a lot.
He's so top heavy, and I just wrote down, I was like, Gafford's got to improve with the hands.
That was your notes.
Catching, that's one of the things. Catching the ball, and also he just falls down so much for a 7-footer. I'm like,
He misses more rebounds by falling while he's boxing out than if he had just like stayed like standing up.
Yeah. Let's go back to Klay for a second.
Yeah.
I do think that for the crowd of, hey, the Mavs, look at Klay's contract, the Mavs are going to have to attach something to Klay to trade him and stuff. I still maintain, I don't think anybody's like, hey, give me your first-round pick or whatever it is. I still think that teams will be interested in Klay Thompson, especially winning teams, contending teams, that if they have a contract, a similar range of contract, that they need more shooting on the team. Like you look at, I know our guy, Perk.
Kobe White? Oh. I thought you were going to say another trade.
Well, just throughout the AD, like Pistons are interested in him and all that. Whatever you want to believe with Kendrick Perkins. But you look at a team like Detroit. Detroit desperately needs shooting. And, like, that's a team that it's like, whether it's Klay or someone else, a team that's at the top of the Eastern Conference that's playing amazing basketball, like, they need more shooting on their team. That if they're looking and they say they go out and make a trade with Dallas and bring in Klay Thompson, those teams exist in the league. Like, I still think Klay Thompson has some trade value. I don't think and tonight shows you something like that. He's still going to demand respect too, to where even if he's not hitting a super high percentage, you put him on the floor, he's going to space the floor for you because teams are still going to respect it.
Still can't leave him open.
And
he's been playing well as of late. Last 4 or 5 games, he found a shot again. He has been a guy that kind of starts slow. I think we did this last year too, where we were like, oh man, this is not the Klay Thompson we thought we were getting, and then all of a sudden he heats up, and then he's back to Klay Thompson shooting 40% from 3 again.
Let's go through the rest of your notes here.
Okay, so Cedric Howard checked out with.
Tell me when Cam Spencer checked in.
That Klay inbound and catch and shoot 3 at the buzzer from the corner.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Sick shot. That was a sick shot.
Omax fell down into the front row. I was like, oh no.
That was fun. The Klay foul where Vince Williams flopped.
Oh my!
Super hard on him.
Nominee. I mean, get him an Oscar.
Klay was not touching him anymore, and then he decided to flop and fall down. And that was another one where Klay was getting upset. Like we're going through all the moments now where Klay was like upset with this Grizzlies team, and that's what really fired him up.
Yeah. Also, when players like, there's one thing to flop. All right.
Yeah.
You're going to flop. A lot of players. Maybe you try to sell it. There's a difference between
Sell the call. There is a difference.
And flopping. Kyle Anderson's dad taught him that, to sell it and not
Shout
flop.
out to Slow-Mo's dad.
There's one thing to flop. There's another thing to flop and get mad at someone else for calling you flopping. And it's like, just accept it. Just like smile and just be like, yeah, I did. Like, after a replay's done or whatever, like, just own it. Don't get mad if someone says it's a flop. It's like, you did. Like,
it's like the Santi Aldama going to James Williams after the review, and he's like, "Hey man," like he's arguing the call. I'm like, "You grabbed his leg. Like what?
Didn't mean to." Okay,
you did it.
Anything else in the notes?
The notes are running dry.
What a difference between last night and tonight. Get the dub, fun win on Friday night. Saturday night ends with this, and now a gauntlet happens.
Are we worried about PJ Washington? He was holding his lower back. He left the game with like 5 minutes left.
Am I worried?
Yeah.
I'm not worried, because what does it mean? What does worried mean? Am I worried that he's going to miss games? Be cautious with it.
Great question.
I mean, I think he should probably set out like a week just to give it some time to heal.
If you can't decide yet which side of the fence we're on with this, I mean, that's where we are. That's where we are with this season.
Dang, the power surge. It's going.
One day I was recording on one more thing, and they started taking the tables away. It was just this table left.
Oh.
They had a whole stack of them over there, and I was just...
Thank you.
No, we don't need the power. We're sufficient over here.
Anything else with the game?
I don't know. I got nothing else with this. Brandon Williams, it was his birthday. He hit 2 threes.
Yeah, no headband.
Ooh.
Big time. Thought that was a birthday move. Maybe
full circle back to the fashion.
He's gotten older now, so he's like, no more headband.
26.
Should we save AD Pistons talk for tomorrow night?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do that tomorrow.
You sound excited.
No, I'm just this game deflated me. Completely deflated my energy.
Wait, were you inflated before this game?
I mean, yesterday was a fun game.
What did you do before this?
Before this, I did the one more thing
Oh.
about Flagg.
All right. That's it. That's post game.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us. What did you think?
Yeah, it's been a while since I did a post game over here.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us on Like the Mavs. Check the QR code links in the description for different ways to follow the show. And yes, Slightly is out. He is in Europe right now. He's doing his Europe trip.
Europe.
He's
The one after he broke his leg.
Yes, he's doing
go?
his Europe trip. So I told him he should do this Slightly where he turns off all his devices and doesn't see anything, and I'll tell him the Mavs record when he comes back.
I don't know if he's going to miss much.
That's what he said.
Don't know.
But thanks for hanging out with us on Locked On Mavs.
Peace out.
Boom!